Hello, good evening. Hi, Vinita, Banali. Hello, Anjali. Good evening, friends. Okay, I'd like to say a big thank you to Ashwini ji. Hi, Ashwini ji, Mansi, Kitab Khana for this wonderful project, Poetry Life, especially during this lockdown period. Poetry is healing, so this is really fantastic. I'm going to start with my first with a poem called Leaving Sindh. This is a poem for my father, and it's from my book Invisible Eye, and it's about his homeland. So here goes. Leaving Sindh. Occasionally I feel the loss of place, of inheritance, of a homeland, not because my grandfather said it or my father felt it, just a needling sensation, a homeland of my own. Every day a taste of its savories in the rich wheat grain cookies mother packs in my Milton lunchbox, baked papads made of gram dal in a see-through plastic bag. She packs these two. One doesn't go without the other. Tonight I look at mother's hands, pounding the marble mortar and pestle, crushing pods of garlic. Her eyes have swollen. She hasn't slept a wink last night, grinding her dream with mortar and pestle. I wonder how it would feel to leave behind Jamshed quarters, to the window overlooking the Sindhu, the white sheets left unfolded on a bed undone, wardrobes stripped of its identities, suitcases filled with pangs of insecurity, pretending it would get better. I wonder how it would feel to be homeless. Occasionally I feel like an island, an unnoticed speck, a lost postcard with no address, sitting in the post office with a stamp reading Undivided India. So this is part of my series of partition poetry that I have been writing. They are all stories that have been encapsulated, my father's stories that have been encapsulated in the form of poetry. And I like to continue now with some of the poetry poems that I've wrote during the lockdown. So this is a Haibun. Why the Caged Bird Sings. Twilight fills the empty room quietly, tiptoeing like unexpected death. Not one that rattles you, but one that reassures you that this is a sign to embark on a new journey. Some boxes in the corner soon get caped by the darkness of the night. Other objects, like steel glasses, still reflect the last ray of night. The sky is a burst of rose and indigo. Colors are comforting before the night sets in. The air around is thick with the burden of time that hangs like a noose on our neck. A layer of dust gathers around the bookshelves, bathing in moonlight now. Time slips, crawls, and abandons us as we continue living chiaroscuro lives, hostages in our homes. Wings clipped, mind on lockdown, caged bird sings. Well, the next poem is, it's a poem I wrote, very topical. It's a poem I wrote on climate change. So that's, I'm going to start with this. Did you know human souls survive in trees? Every time someone dies, the body decomposes, disintegrates into a greyish heap of ash that gets carried away by the wind into the choppy waters of the sea. The soul, on the other hand, rises like a phoenix from the ashes, fleeting in a soft divine-like music, the sound of the tinkling cowbells, the whistling of a baby dolphin, kneading its way into a giant oak tree perhaps. Look at its leaves, vein-like, just like that of a human hand, breathing and swallowing the warm sunlight sieved through the bough of a tree. What do these branches seek? Looking at the skies open-mouthed, gaping at the universe that roots them to Mother Universe. Imagine they are weightless, dense souls of children, holding hands encircling the trunk of a past that's gone by, saving the last flickering of a fire spark, the last drop of water on a vagrant leaf, the soft scales of the last butterfly wings. Chant the dervish's song, worship the water god Julelal. Alas, she reaps what we sow. The curse of the wicked man is eaten by the fiend himself. So I like to just mention here, Julelal is the Hindu deity that Sindhis as a community they pray to. He's also known as the water god, Varun Devta, and that's a little bit about Julelal. The next poem is a love poem. It's a prose poem, and this is loosely based on a Sindhi folklore of Moomal and Rano. And this is just like you have Heer and Ranja, you have Moomal and Rano, and it's one of the stories which was present in Shah Abdul Latif's poetry book. And so it's a love poem. How we travelled into each other's bodies and souls, soaking our past lives, stitched to the hands of time and fate. In the Kakh Mahal, the sand mirages dance with the poetry of Shah Latif, their feet swaying to your graceful hips. How I wish I could stop time as the touch of your lips tantalizes on mine. The craving for you deepens as I think of the stubble that rub the geographies of my body. Faint redolences of Raat Ki Rani entice us to sink into each other, manifesting the numerous beauty of love, the eternal truth of life. The next poem is, I've got a Sindhi poem. This is a poem of mine which has been translated into Sindhi, and it's translated by Rekha Sachdev from Pune. So I'm going to read it in Sindhi first and then the English version. So it's called Ghar. उन्हारे में बचपन छड़े आया सी अंब जे बागान में पान समझ खां पहिरियो. उन्हारे में बचपन छड़े आया सी अंब जे बागान में पान समझ खां पहिरियो. गजरियूं ऐं गोगरियूं जी खटान पाए रखी से. गजरियूं ऐं गोगरियूं जी खटान पाए रखी से. उस में कुछ समझ खां पहिरियो. मुठियो में ज़रदालू भरे छॾाए से. मुठियो में ज़रदालू भरे छॾाए से. जे आकाश मथां किरी पियो आहे. जे आकाश मथां किरी पियो आहे. बिजली हथ में अची किरी. बिजली हथ में अची किरी. अंगन में चप्पल लाए. अंगन में चप्पल लाए. भूंबे में अना रोशनी आहे. भूंबे में अना रोशनी आहे. असांजी वापसी लाइ अॻिते निकिरी आयासीं ख़बर पवन खां पहिरियों. उन्हारे में बचपन छॾे आयासीं अंब जे बागान में पाण समझ खां पहिरियों. So I'm going to read, so this was the Sindhi translation of my poem called Hiryat, and Hiryat in Welsh means yearning for home or home. So this is the English version. That summer we left our childhood behind in the darkling mango orchard. Before we knew it, the julienne carrots and turnips left to sour and pickle in the scorching sun. Before we knew it, grasping the stone fruit in our fists as if the sky had fallen, the lightning felling our wrists, leaving our chappals in the yard, the porch lights switched on, awaiting our quiet return, we walked away before we knew it. I'm going to read, if we have time. This is a co-translation of Sachal Sarma's poetry, which I've done with Satsangi, Laja Raisinghani. And so I'm going to sing this. And it's a kaifu. Kaifu are small poems in Sindhi which were generally sung in the dargah. So the first line is always repeated. So I'm going to try to sing this and then I'll read the translation of the same. जो तू पेर भरे आए तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा आशिक हिते लखे हज़ारे लिव असा साथो लाए लिव असा साथो लाए जो तू पेर भरे आए तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा ए बसा में आइन अपारे ए बसा में आइन अपारे उए भला क्यों थो लाए उए भला क्यों थो आए जो तू पेर भरी आए तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा डोर डिगायूं डिसी असांजूं चित न सा तू चाहे चित न सा तू चाहे जो तू पेर भरे आए तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा रातों ड्यू यार अभाजा गुन सचू तो गाए गुन सचू तो गाए जो तू पेर भरी आए तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा तुझे थोरे हिक न पुजा. Now the English translation of the same. If you come to me walking on your 2 feet, I am gracious for your kindness. Not even once I can thank you enough. Not even once I can thank you enough. A Pritam, you have a lakh, 1,000 ashik, but you yearn for me, but you yearn for me. If you come to me walking on your 2 feet, I am gracious for your kindness. Not even once I can thank you enough. Not even once I can thank you enough. I have many vices, but you see them as virtues and come to me. And come to me. If you come to me walking on your 2 feet, I am gracious for your kindness. Not even once I can thank you enough. Not even once I can thank you enough. You see my bad deeds and my checkered character, never taking to heart, never taking to heart. If you come to me walking on your 2 feet, I am gracious for your kindness. Not even once I can thank you enough. Not even once I can thank you enough. That is the reason Sachu says that I chant your praises day and night, that I chant your praises day and night. If you come to me walking on your 2 feet, I am gracious for your kindness. Not even once I can thank you enough. Not even once can I thank you enough. Thank you, friends. I think I'll move on. Let Jilmil start. Thank you very much. Been a lovely audience. Thank you for joining in and listening to my poetry. It's been lovely being on Insta Live for the first time. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe and calm indoors. Bye-bye.